There's a version of you that doesn't chase, doesn't over-explain, doesn't perform happiness she doesn't feel, doesn't sit by the phone, available on demand, hoping that's enough to be valued. People call this dark feminine energy. The name throws people off. It's not cold. It's not manipulation. It's the opposite of self-abandonment. 5 decisions. Make them and watch how people treat you change. Permanently. Most of us were taught that being loved means being convenient. Always available. Always agreeable. Always making things easier for everyone else. At our own expense. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about no longer outsourcing your worth to people who haven't earned access to it. And here's the magnetic part. A woman who isn't performing, isn't desperate for approval, isn't available on demand. That's rare. Rare draws attention without asking for it. 5 decisions that build it. Decision 1. Stop over-explaining yourself. Are you coming tonight? The answer is no. What comes out is a 3-minute monologue justifying it. Over-explaining tells people your decisions are negotiable, that if they push hard enough, you'll cave. I can't make it is a complete sentence. That doesn't work for me as a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone the receipts. Next time you start the 3rd sentence of an unrequested explanation. Stop there. Let the silence sit. Decision 2. Stop being available 24/7. Reply within 90 seconds every time, regardless of what you're doing. And you've told the world nothing in your life outranks being reachable. People don't think she values this connection. They think she's always free. And things that are always available stop feeling valuable. Not because they are, because scarcity is how humans measure worth. This isn't a game. It's finishing your thought, your meal, your moment before turning your attention back outward. When you do show up, it lands differently, because it's a choice, not a default. Decision 3. Stop seeking permission disguised as input. You make a decision. What to wear, what to say, how to feel about something. And before it's even landed, you're checking. Sending the photo to 3 people first. Reading the message out loud before you send it. Input adds to a decision you've already made. Permission means you haven't made one. You're outsourcing it and calling it yours. Every time you do this, you tell yourself, my judgment isn't enough alone. Say it enough times and it becomes true. Not because it is, but because you trained yourself to believe it. Make the decision first, fully. Share it after if you want. Don't submit it for approval. Decision 4. Stop performing happiness you don't feel. The reflexive, I'm fine, with a smile when you're not. The cheerful energy you bring to a room when something in you is done. We do this because we've learned our moods are other people's burden to manage. But it teaches people your emotional state doesn't need to be taken seriously, because they never see the real one. And it teaches you that your real feelings are an inconvenience to hide. Honestly, I'm having a rough day is allowed. A neutral face when you don't feel like smiling is allowed. You don't owe anyone your warmth on demand. The people who matter won't think less of you for being real. The ones who only liked the performance. Their reaction tells you everything. Decision 5. Stop chasing people who've made themselves hard to reach. Someone pulls back, replies less, goes distant. And you do the opposite. Reach out more, try harder, wonder what you did. It doesn't close the gap. It teaches them that no matter how little they show up, you'll show up for both of you. And once someone learns that, they have zero incentive to close it themselves. Meet energy with energy, not as punishment, as truth. If someone shows you who has time for you and who doesn't, believe them. Stop arguing with that information. This doesn't make you unavailable to everyone, just to people who've already shown you they're unavailable to you. All 5 come back to one question. Where does your sense of self come from? Inside you. Your own judgment, your boundaries, your reality? Or outside, other people's approval, availability, reactions? Dark feminine energy isn't a personality or an aesthetic. It's relocating your sense of self back inside you, where it was always meant to live. And here's the part people miss. You don't become less warm. You become someone whose warmth means something, because it's no longer the default you use to survive. It's a choice. For people who've earned it. That's what people respond to. Not coldness, groundedness. A woman who knows who she is whether or not anyone's watching. You don't need all 5 today. Pick the one that made you wince. That's the one you need most. Try it once this week. Notice how it feels. Notice how people respond. Most people treat you exactly as well as you've taught them they're allowed to. It's never too late to teach them something different. Drop a comment with the one that hit hardest. She decides. And from here on, so does she.